We are looking forward to those talks between the president and the North Korean leader, as well as some promising developments on the release of American hostages held there. 3 of them. There might be more down the road. The president has yet to set a date and a location for that. He says he knows it. We'll share it soon with everybody. The former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. So much more, Bill Richardson. Ambassador, good to have you. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you, Neil.
Who knows better than negotiating with the North Koreans? You served that role back during the Clinton administration. I think you presciently has said you have to be careful verifying everything you hear out of them. You dealt with Kim Jong-un's father, but this goes back to his grandfather as well, that they say one thing, do another. So if you were to advise the president's people talking to Kim Jong-un now, what would you tell them?
I would say to watch out, that he's probably got something up his sleeve, like right before a big negotiation, like what's going to happen with a summit. The North Koreans do a charm offensive. They put out good press statements. This is what we're going to do. We're going to close down a nuclear facility. They probably leaked that they're going to release the 3 Americans before the summit. You got to watch them, and you got to be very conscious of the details. My worry, Neil, is the president goes into the summit, and unless we have a strategy of where we want to end up, you know, these guys are very skillful. They're relentless. They don't think like us. They're not into quid pro quos. They think they're totally right, the divine right of the father, the grandfather, as you mentioned, and now Kim Jong-un.
All right, now, it seems that the president was favoring talks in the demilitarized zone, that it's easier, it's probably better optics. He didn't say that, but that seems to be the view. Do you agree with that?
No, you know why, Neil? I've been to that area. The way you make deals with the North Koreans is informally. You know, like I heard that maybe there's going to be a dinner, or they're going to walk together and talk, get to know each other. You know, that area is too compressed. You make deals with the North Koreans in informal settings. In the formal settings, table to table, you know, they're going to vent, will vent, back and forth.
So you like proof. We were showing the time that you helped rescue an American prisoner there. But you were big on saying, I need to see it before I could talk about it. The same would apply now, I guess, to the release of these hostages and any agreement. The president has already said he'll walk away from the table if it doesn't look promising. By that, he means whether the North Koreans are going to agree to something firm and commit to our checking what they're promising, right?
Well, you know, I'm not a big fan of the president's tweets and announcing, you know, like announcing they're going to be released soon. They haven't been released. The North Koreans are going to decide when the prisoners are released, and I worry about saying, well, you know, I'll walk out. The North Koreans are very prickly. They're very sensitive. Doesn't mean they don't deserve that scrutiny. But I just wish traditional diplomacy would govern the president's style, but it's not going to...
Look how far it's taken us. This unconventional approach, say what you will of it, has got us this far where the 2 leaders could be talking. Right?
Well, things are going well. The South Korean summit, the Olympics, now this summit. Look, I've said the president deserves credit for meeting Kim Jong-un, agreeing, sending Pompeo. You know, I'm hopeful. It's the best I've seen in a long time. But I worry because I know the North Koreans.
All right, Ambassador, thanks for taking the time.